Well, Black Friday deals, they've already started. More stores are staying closed, though, to avoid large crowds. Dan Oster, a former supply chain professor, here to talk about what we can expect this holiday season. Dan, my friend, it's been much too long that we've had you on.
Well, it's nice to see you again. And yeah, I will say I have about another 3 weeks before finals, so I'm still a supply chain professional, at least for the next couple of. It doesn't feel like it because this is actually the classroom I've been teaching in, my office at work.
Well, everything's changed, right, with COVID. And I think the last time we spoke with you was right when COVID was starting, back in the early part of the spring, latter part of the winter. Here we are,
Yep.
what, 9, 10, 11 months later, and we're going into this holiday shopping season. It's going to be like nothing we've ever seen before.
No, it's going to change in probably 5 key ways. The first 2 are pretty obvious. Rather than going into stores, there's going to be a lot more delivery. That's going to bring its own challenges, how they get the products to you. But then you think about it on the backside of that, one of the biggest shopping days of the year has been Return Day, the day after Christmas. That's going to look a lot different this year. It's a real challenge for retailers to see how they're going to get those products back to people. And then, of course, the third change in the supply chain is how the staff is going to handle this different mode of delivery and return. So there's going to be a lot of training challenges. For the customers, I think they're going to really see some changes this year in 2 ways. One is what our consumer preferences look like. People are buying a lot more bicycles, a lot more in-home solo workout stuff. It's really hard to get dumbbells and kettlebells right now. But other things you may not think about, like puzzles and games, board games, those are in really high demand right now as people are sort of in a lockdown at home. How do we pass the time mode? And the fifth and final change that we're seeing in the supply chain right now is a lot of unsold inventory that was maybe ordered early in the year before it was clear what the COVID preferences would be, have to get cleared out. So look for big sales on things like clothing. Homeware's especially centered around entertainment. I don't think any of us are going to have 20, 30 people over for a big Christmas dinner like we might have in the past.
Well, CDC is advising against that for Thanksgiving, at least.
Yeah, exactly. So we might see a good push in holiday decorations because people are at home and they'll do that. But the entertainment stuff that would normally sell is probably going to sit on the shelves a little bit. So look for deep discounts in those.
So what's the timing here? It sounds like sooner is better than later with all these stresses on the supply chain.
Yeah. Whenever there's a change, it's better to get early. If you want to have gifts to open Christmas morning, you better start shopping now. Every company is also pushing right now to deal with all those 5 issues we just talked about.
Right.
A lot of them are trying to get sort of your attention with flash sales or special offers. So if you have in mind what you want, do some searches out there. And as we all know, the computer seems to see and remember everything we do. And if you look for a certain product, I think it's not unreasonable to expect some discount offers in the days after you've searched for that online. And you may want to order it when you see those sales in order to get them in time for the big holidays.
Yeah, good heads up there. I'd be remiss, Dan, if I didn't mention that you are the owner of the Sunridge Golf Course out there in Carson City, and it's a wonderful place. And hopefully you'll be able to, invite people back come spring and summer for weddings and all that kind of thing where we don't have the limited groups. But Dan Oster, really appreciate your time. Happy holidays to you early, as we all need to start thinking about doing everything early this year, it sounds like.
Thanks for having me, and to all your listeners, stay safe out there. Take care of each other.
All right, Dan, thanks again for your time. Good luck with finals.